Faunus was dead, to begin with. There's no doubt about that. It's not often that a bibliomancer dies. As such, there were no formal proceedings or traditions to follow. But a good number of stories were surely lost. What word count are you at?
1,200 on this story.
I've cut and I've cut, but I can't get this one down to 1,500. Do you think he'll notice?
It never has before.
Right, you lazy so-and-sos. I need another 30 stories, this time all in one universe, and don't you dare develop any characters or play with style and form. I want the next season to be like bubblegum, and ready before the 25th.
Ysterris, another bibliomancer, an old pal of Faunus, who had not attended the funeral, was making things worse by hoarding all the stories to himself. He had stopped listening to them, and was instead watching Net Prime Plus on his crystal ball. Yet still, he relentlessly gathered stories from his human minions. The 25th? We were hoping to have Yule off.
Ah, bumbug! And I was hoping to get a snog from Dame Melon Hiram. You can't always get what you want.
The miserly wizard left his minions to scrawl away, no hope of a happy Yuletide. He returned to his ancient library, where he would spend the night being a git.
Home at last, and not a single spectre, spook, or unexpected plot twist.
Ysterris.
Bollocks. Wait, Faunus, aren't you dead?
Not as dead as your format's about to be.
What are you banging on about? Stop speaking in riddles, you plum sandwich.
Abusing storytelling in this way can only lead to ruin. You will be visited by 3 non-copyright infringing apparitions.
Oh, that was a tough one in your voice, wasn't it?
Don't take the piss. Just get in bed like it says in the script, would you?
And so, Ysterris exchanged his wizard's hat for a sleeping cap and climbed into bed to await his first visitor. What-o, chum?
That was quick. Who are you?
Me? Why, I'm Darl's chicken, the ghost of Yuletide stories past. Now let's off and revisit some good old times, shall we? With that, Ysterris was whisked from his bed, gown fluttering, his goods firmly on display, and taken through the night sky into his past. Here we are. Take a peek through yonder window.
Hello, explorers of the sacred library.
Do you think we should say our names at the beginning?
No, I don't think that'll be needed.
I remember this. I used to be in the intro, you know. Arguably better, just a lot more work.
Yes, you used to be involved a lot more, didn't you? And I know you used to buy my monthlies as well.
Well, of course, I loved stories.
Loved?
No, I love. Listen here, Oliver Twat. I know what I'm about. Those stories were lovely, but they're gone now, aren't they?
And the ghost was gone. Ysterris turned to look through the window again, only to find it dark and empty. Without his erstwhile friends and their stories, he felt quite alone. Alone? I'm used to that.
Strange way to open a conversation. You'd be Yuletide stories present, I presume.
My mother really was quite negligent.
Right. You're going to be difficult, aren't you? All right, I'll do it. I know who you are. Cacaulay Mulkin, from those child abandonment movies. I binged them the other day.
Yeah, although they really drop off after the second one, man.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Do you want to just do your bit? It's a cold night for a man in a gown.
Just because a story's on a streaming service doesn't mean it can't be great. All it takes is a dash of originality. Every last drop of fun doesn't need to be wrung from every idea, man.
Well, if it works, just keep doing it.
Let's see how that approach is working out for you, dude. Ysterris looked once more through the glass into a room made cozy for Yuletide to see Nico and Ben wearing matching jumpers.
Mr. Hokage will not be joining us for the rest of his life.
I love watching good movies at Yuletide. Bruce Willis fucking nails it.
Yeah, he does. It's a shame Ysterris couldn't come tonight, though.
Is it? He only complained we weren't watching Love Actually, or something with piss crat in it.
It's hard not to. I mean, you see bloody everything now. Look, Ghost, I hardly think this is fair. People can like different things.
That's the problem. You don't actually like anything. You're just watching what you're told to, man.
No, that's not true. I'm genuinely excited for Superhuman Success Story 17. Those movies really speak to me. I think. Well, why would I keep watching them?
Sounds like a you problem, man.
Look, Ghost. Ghost? Where are you? Don't leave me alone. They're already doing stories without me.
But the ghost was gone, and Ysterris realized from his own actions he was truly alone, disconnected, like the millions of other people chewing the cud. Look, full disclosure, I like Night Monkey as much as the next guy, but sometimes you need something with a bit of substance. Read a book, or watch Dune, I don't know. Anyway, Ysterris was alone.
Wait. I know you. You're Mickey... No, that one doesn't work, does it? The letters are the same. What is this dreadful place? These bookshelves. They're all empty. What is that you're showing me? No, not Trello. That release schedule stretches all the way to 2050. There must be some way I can stop this phantom. I know. I'll let the boys write what they want to write. Cashier memoirs, Nordic horror, anything. We need to keep the stories alive. Bibliomancy need not fade away into nothing. Tell me, Spectre, can it be? Tell me!
Ysterris awoke suddenly. He was back in his bed. His books still surrounded him. The stories weren't truly dead. He leapt up and threw open his window. A small child was tramping through the snow beneath his crooked tower.
Get off my fucking lawn! But before you do, what's the date?
24th, Governor.
Oh, what a horrible accent. Piss off. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to the Tiny Bookcase and tell your little ragamuffin friends as well. No, still feels weird coming from me. Now, I must hurry to the boys and make amends. We've got some fun to have.
I'm not sure if I've told this joke before or not. How are the cuts coming along, Ben?
I think it got longer somehow. Like I'm looking for something else inside the story.
The door burst open and brought a flurry of snow, and there, dressed in his finest wizardy garments, stood Ysterris.
What do you two think you're doing? This is plot, isn't it? And this, thoughtful characterization. That's it. Put your pens down and get out.
You're letting us go?
You're right, I'm letting you go. Letting you go on telling stories however you want to. Forget all that stuff about pumping out the same old narratives. I want you and your friends to delight me again.
Fucking A! Did you bring us a Yuletide feast as well? Turkey or something?
Wind your neck in. I got you something better. A little something from being seen.
You mean Born Sean?
And bon chance to you all this Yuletide season.
Right, this one. Okay, you know you've only got me for 10 minutes, don't you? Right, just wanted to check. I don't die in this script, is that right? Oh, cracking. It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung on the cabinet IKEA, in the hope that old Santa Claus soon would be near. The children, at last, were laid in their bed, and Mum's gin and tonic had soothed her head. But father, out drinking, was yet to be seen, At the clock on the bedside shows 3:15. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. Keys fumbled, oh bollocks, Dad empties his bladder. All over the peonies his rich golden stream. Operating his keys had been too much, it seems. With a creak mighty deafening, the front door was cracked, and with scraping and swearing, old Daddy was back. To the kitchen he went, in search of a munch, but was met by the prep for tomorrow's huge lunch. Raw turkey, no use, unpeeled parsnips a bore. He went to find chocks from the living room store. A rustling of foil, no check of the sheet, his mouth filled with strawberry cream, the worst sweet. Now renewed with the energy bought by his chewing, for Daddy a new idea had started brewing. With a glance at the gift all wrapped under the tree, and a thought of, good work, are any for me? He begun his ascent, an attempt made at quiet, up the stairs to their bed on his choco beer diet. With a brush of his shirt and a smoothing of hair, he dashed into the room with his statement prepared. Wake up, babe, he slurred, the moon's light at his back. Santa's here, help him to empty his sack. You're pissed, came the words from beneath the duvet. Get into bed, Keith. It's soon Christmas Day. And you know my mum's coming at 10 in the morn. Just nip to the bathroom and stick on some porn like you think that I don't know that you do every night. And with that, the covers were pulled up real tight. But the battery's dead, Father said with a whine. He wanted a shag in this cold Christmas time. Another approach would be needed, he thunk, were he to succeed in unloading some spunk. Climbing into the bed, still wearing his shoes, he thought of a long-forgot trick he could use. Adopting position 4, known as the hound, he reached one for Booby, the other her mound. For fuck's sake, Keith, would you cut out that shite? I've had a nightmare in here all night. The kids wouldn't sleep while you've been on a jolly, and I've been here rapping, putting out pies and holly. I've done all the hard bits, the stuffing's made, but all you can think about is if you'll get laid. Well, not tonight, sunshine. I'm up in 3 hours. You smell like a donkey with beer in its shower. So let me just sleep and don't make so much noise. I'll kill you if you wake up them boys. She rolled over moody. His hands were displaced. Our drunk hero of failure was filled with disgrace. So he slipped from the bed, his shoes marking the rug, and crept to the bathroom to have his quick tug. But I heard him exclaim, as he shot his Lord White, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Good night, story seekers. From me, Ben.
And me, Nico.
Happy Yuletide!